stake here, guys, despite the title not being on the line.
For these guys tonight, it's all about ego and pride. And sometimes those two things can be the ultimate motivator.
You guys ready?
I've got the looks. No trials to do while I've got the move.
The Heartbreak Kid!
And from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
The showstopper! The main event!
I make them feel. I'm not your boy toy.
After missing nearly 4 years with a severe back injury, some doubted we would ever see Michaels in WWE again.
Here's the thing, Corey. After returning, some say Shawn Michaels is better now than he's ever been.
Certainly a hard point to argue. One of the greatest of all time, Mr.
You can feel the electricity running through this arena. This is going to be some battle. One-on-one, mano-a-mano.
Man, this card is just packed with so many great matches. And this one is definitely among the most anticipated, I'd say.
Ask any current WWE superstar who their greatest influence is, and you'll find the Heartbreak Kid high on that list.
It's probably because HBK has a reputation for always stealing the show every time he entered the ring. Something the current era strive for every night.
Incoming! He's in a bad spot, guys.
I wouldn't be surprised if he hightails it through the crowd. You should go with him, Byron.
Oh my God, DDT!
Spiked him.
Yep, there's the reversal by Shawn Michaels. Elbow drop. Tell me what Shawn Michaels can do here to improve his chances. You have to wonder if he could recover from this, guys. Counter here. When this guy's on, look out.
Man.
Got the reversal. Too quick for him there. There's the quickness. Oh, and he connects.
There's no reason to lose your footing on a move like that. Come on, toughen up.
He's looking a little weary here. He came into this match looking for a fight, and it looks like he found one.
Nothing good happens outside the ring, which is why I love it when guys go out there. Things are going to heat up now, fellas.
Don't write them off just yet, guys. From what I see, these guys are pretty evenly matched at this point.
Gutbuster!
The showstopper wants to put an end to the show right here. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Oh, he turns it around. Here he goes. Rock bottom!
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
2, 3, 4.
The referee is watching this one very closely. At any moment, he'll have to call this match if one of these combatants can't get up.
7.
We will go on. Abuses him with an elbow.
Double knee backbreaker. Just when you thought he had nothing left.
Come on, let the ref do his job.
2, 3,
Given the amazing shape these competitors are in, I'm not sure it's even possible to keep one of them down for the 10 count.
7, 8, 9.
And he gets in just in the... And that's the match.
Here is your winner, El Jefe.
That's an impressive win right there.
That was simply a case of one guy determined to prove his dominance over another.
What a match that was, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us.
And from Maryville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, Kevin Owens.
Fight, Owens, fight!
I hope for Kevin's sake, everyone leaves him alone. Poor Kevin's got the worst luck. Is constantly mistreated by general managers on both Raw and SmackDown.
You ever stop to think that maybe the fault is Kevin Owens? Maybe it's the fault of the guy looking at him in the mirror? Kevin Owens is the most paranoid superstar I've ever seen. It's always everybody else's fault.
Flattens him with a clothesline. And there's the bell. And here we go. This is the type of battle that you can show someone who's new to our brand of entertainment and say, this is what WWE's all about.
And man, I never get tired of watching these guys compete.
Caught him with a punch. Oh, my Lord. He got him good there. Only one place to go when you're stuck in the fireman's carry.
Yeah, down. And I can tell you it's not a pleasant trip.
Hits with the clothesline. Kevin Owens may be in a bad way here. He's really going to need to create some space for himself.
He just has to make sure this doesn't get too out of hand for him. Sometimes, momentum has a way of permanently swinging one way. That's what he wants to avoid here.
You seem more motivated than ever heading into this match, which makes me think he still has plenty of fight left in him.
Down he goes.
That'll do it every time.
Look at this. He's going back to an old friend with that one. If an opponent exhibits a weakness for a specific move, some will return to utilizing that move as long as possible. He's focusing on the face now. Oh no, setting him up for something here.
And whatever it is, it's gonna hurt, and it's going to hurt bad.
What an arm drag. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
I think this is the beginning of the end.
So much force behind that power bomb.
This is all but over.
The night could be over for Kevin Owens.
This could end it in a hurry. Spinning, sit out, power bomb.
Can he end it here?
Taking on some moderate offense here. Going to need to start playing a little better defense. You can bet every superstar on the roster is crowded around the monitors in the back to see which one of these guys comes out victorious.
Kevin Owens just too fast for him.
Surprisingly quick.
Hey, dude, Byron, I want to ask you, with Kevin Owens' agility, size, and swift movement, who does he remind you of?
Oh, dude, Michael, the first superstar that comes to mind is the legendary Bam Bam Bigelow. Opponents would see Bam Bam's physique and expect one strategy to work, but Bam Bam was way more versatile than he appeared.
We've seen this before. The fist lands again. Boom, what a drop kick. On the mark.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Uh-oh, here we go, here we go.
He's a guy that can turn it on whenever he wants. I don't know about you guys, but it looks to me like these superstars are on their last legs here.
I don't know how these superstars are doing it right now. They've got to be exhausted.
Oh my God. DDT!
Spiked him.
2, 3. These superstars wearing the wounds right now of what has been an absolutely thrilling matchup. 6, 7, 8.
At some point, the referee may want to think about stopping this one before somebody gets seriously injured. Unleashing it for the second time now. This is what makes him one of the best in the business. Rock bottom!
This one is over. Come on, Kevin Owens. You can do this. 2, 3, 4.
This has been a war.
6, 7, 8.
The intensity of this match has been incredible. This is a level of destruction no one was expecting. We're going to take another look at this.
I can watch this move over and over. 1, 2, 3.
This has been a battle.
4, 5,
How these superstars are even still in this match is beyond me, especially given how intense the match has been.
Boom! What a drop kick. On the mark. Chaos, melee, pandemonium. He's in a vulnerable spot now, guys.
Look at him. He's wide open for attack.
Oh, right into the barricade.
At this point, it looks like even the winner of this match will walk out of here beaten and battered.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Things are not looking very good right now. Gonna have to find a way to regroup.
Looks to me like these superstars are running on fumes right about now.
5, 6, 7.
Both these superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys.
I don't know how these superstars are doing it right now. They've got to be exhausted.
Well, man, he's going off here. I don't know if this is by design or if he just lost his mind. He's making a statement here with this attack. He delivers the side slam.
Things aren't going so well for Kevin Owens. Come on, Kevin Owens. You can do this.
3, 4, 5,
Boy, this has just been pandemonium.
7, 8, 9.
At what point do those thoughts creep in of, what do I have to do to put this match to rest? I don't know. I don't know as a WWE superstar if you ever have those thoughts of self-doubt. You're not going to win many matches absorbing punishment like that. I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical. And he lands the slam. Counter here. This is what makes him one of the best in the business. Nobody comes back from this. His clothesline finds the mark.
Things aren't going...
There's a wicked kick to the face.
Things aren't going so well for Kevin Owens. Come on, Kevin Owens.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around. He's a guy that can turn it on whenever he wants.
I got right to the gut. Here we go. Kevin Owens is setting it up. He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Big move coming.
Wait for it.
Whipping pile driver. Spike.
Things aren't going so well for Kevin Owens.
2, 3, 4.
You can see the wear and tear that this fight has taken out of these men.
5, 6, 7, 8.
I I can't believe this one's still going on, especially after the beating that's been delivered tonight.
Uh-oh. I'm afraid to think what's going to happen next.
Dangerous spot for him to be in. He's got to figure out a way to get back in it, guys.
Superplex! There he goes again. Man, look at this. That's right, just keep going. He clearly has confidence in that move. The frequency of this move is becoming deliberate at this point, to say the least. Been up and over.
Ooh, that hurt. Oh, a sharp one right to the cheekbone.
Oh boy, he is rolling. It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over. Oh boy, he is rolling.
A kick right to the gut. Oh, guys, there's
a sickening thud as his body is driven to the mat.
He's in control now.
Kevin Owens doing a great job of turning that one around. Going to the well again.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
He's looking at it.
Rock bottom! Just when you thought he had nothing left.
Definitely got it all that time.
There's got to be some point in the match where those thoughts start to creep in that it could be over. And then you got to dig down deep. Get rid of the self-doubt and continue on toward victory. This might be it. Targeting the back now.
This one's over, guys.
The longer this fight goes on, the more wear and tear on each competitor. Who is going to have enough to pick up the win?
6, 7, 8.
I'll tell you what, this is one they'll be talking about tomorrow at work or school, that's for sure. No, reverses it. That's the move he was looking for. And another one.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. A quick reversal by Kevin Owens. What a hellaciously physical match.
Oh, what a side slam.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
There may be no coming back from that slam, Cole.
3, 4.
I don't know how much more damage one person can take. I don't care how tough you are.
7, 8, 9.
I think this is the beginning of the end.
He's just so dominant.
Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
Lands the knee. Oh, he's such a tough target. Up against the barrier now.
I think that barrier might be the only thing holding him up.
I think you're right.
He hits him with the knee. We may have discovered his favorite move. When this guy's on, look out. Going for it all here. Another slam here.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
2, 3, 4.
Taking on any more damage here could very well mean the beginning of the end.
7, 8, 9.
These superstars have tried everything, and you can put this singles match in the books.
Here is your winner, El Jefe.
Big win despite absorbing a huge amount of punishment there.
That's the kind of win that makes you feel good about yourself.
There's no denying that was a Survivor Series match for the ages. The Lunatic Fringe!
And from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 225 pounds, Dean Ambrose.
Sure, this guy's fit to be tied, but his resume speaks for itself. You know, I don't know what it is about this guy that captivates the WWE Universe. Quite frankly, to me, Dean Ambrose looks like a guy that hasn't showered in about a month.
There is no rhyme or reason for why Dean Ambrose does what he does, but that's why people like him, Corey.
Being WWE's most unpredictable superstar might also make Dean Ambrose one of WWE's most unstoppable superstars.
And this is one of those matches where it's hard to believe we get paid for this. Well, actually, it's hard to believe Saxton gets paid for anything.
I don't even think the Lunatic Fringe knows what he's going to do moment to moment.
Now, I quit trying to make sense of Ambrose a long time ago. I was getting headaches.
Clothesline in the corner. Oh, Corey, he unloaded there. And there's a chop. Connects with the fist. Ambrose starting to struggle now. but he's not appearing too worse for wear, at least not yet anyway.
Yeah, but if you count him out now, guys, you'd be making a very big mistake. Mark my words.
Oh! Like a heavy bag.
Guys, let me take you back to Dean Ambrose's short time as Mr. Money in the Bank. It's rare to win the briefcase and cash it in on the same night, but that is exactly what Dean Ambrose did.
A rare feat from a rare man, no doubt. Just further proof that the only thing you can expect from Ambrose is the unexpected.
Oh my God, a DDT!
Spiked him.
We're reflecting on Dean Ambrose's epic Money in the Bank cash-in. It was certainly a surprise to everyone. It wasn't the first or last time the lunatic. Here he goes.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Caught in the face with a knee there. Dean Ambrose finds himself in a tough spot. I'd say he's starting to feel the pressure a bit.
I'd never count this guy out, but I'll tell you what, he's not looking so hot right now. He's really going to need to find a way to get back in this thing.
You can learn a lot about a guy in a match like this, and what I've learned so far here tonight is that there is absolutely no quit in him. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Look at this.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
He's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Down he goes.
That'll do it every time.
This could be all. Jeez.
I don't like Ambrose's chances here at all.
Oh my God.
Pile driver.
Spiked him.
Here's his moment, Michael.
You're not going to win many matches absorbing punishment like that.
Not sure how long this will last, but he's fired up right now.
Oh, he turns it around. His drop kick connects. And now he goes for it a second time. One fails to connect.
Great idea by him. Too bad it was awfully executed, though.
2, 3, 4.
Taking on any more damage here could very well mean the beginning of the end.
7, 8, 9.
I don't know how much more damage one person could take. I don't care how tough you are.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Wow, he just slammed him with ease.
Leg is hooked. Here we go.
Perfect plex.
To think, I almost wrote him off earlier. There may be no coming back from that slam, Cole.
He's playing with him now. The lunatic fringe has him right where he wants him.
Yes.
What a comeback.
Got him good there.
Yeah, let's take another look.
2, 3.
This has been a battle. He's looking at it. How's that for ferocious? It's like someone hit the repeat button for this move. Up and over with a suplex. Unleashing it for the second time now. Dean Ambrose, this is going to be big. Perhaps Dean Ambrose has this match won now, people.
Ambrose can put him away here, Cole.
And he's feeling his oats now.
Not sure how long this will last, but he's fired up right now.
Dean Ambrose, this is going to be big.
Perfect plex. That has got to be it.
That slam just brought this entire arena to its feet.
Big move coming. Wait for it.
He slams him down with authority. Here it comes. He's got him.
Ambrose.
Bang! Dirty deeds.
Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are. I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
He knows he's in trouble. Oh my God, flipping pile driver, spike.
Warm up the bus. This one is over.
The longer this fight goes on, the more wear and tear on each competitor. Who is going to have enough to pick up the win?
6, 7, 8, 9.
What a brutal beating we've seen dished out so far here tonight. Right in the mouth, relentless. Right in the mouth, relentless. Boom, what a drop kick. On the mark. And it's Ambrose showing some agility. He connects with a bulldog.
If I was Ambrose, I'd be careful about showboating too much here.
A minor miracle might be needed to overcome this beating.
Gets out of the way of that one. The drop kick hits the target.
Clothesline.
His drop kick finds the mark.
He's making a statement here with this attack. Rock bottom! That should do it. That might be the end of Dean Ambrose tonight. Looking for the exclamation point. Oh, no.
Can he finish him off here?
Hooked up and down.
The Jinoku driver. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Byron, he looks like he has no idea where he is.
Yeah, he is definitely on Dream Street, Michael.
2, 3, 4.
There's got to be some point in the match where those thoughts start to creep in that it could be over. And then you got to dig down deep. Get rid of the self-doubt and continue on toward victory. Nicely timed shot by Dean Ambrose. He's in a vulnerable spot now, guys. Look at him. He's wide open for attack. I understand the idea of being relentless, but I think most would agree repeating a specific move is an unorthodox approach. Gosh, the same move over and over. This is relentless.
boy, he is rolling. I think this is the beginning of the end. Rock bottom! I don't like Ambrose's chances here at all. Oh, no. I don't like Dean Ambrose's chances in this one.
He doesn't like you.
Counter here.
And it's Ambrose showing some agility. Russian leg sweep.
1, 2, 3.
At what point do those thoughts creep in of, what do I have to do to put this match to rest? I don't know. I don't know as a WWE superstar if you ever have those thoughts of self-doubt. And it's reversed. Just a step quicker, it looks like. Boom! What a drop kick. On the mark. Going for the double play with this move. I can't believe this one's still going on, especially the beating that's been delivered tonight.
Given their performances tonight, it's too bad one of these superstars has to walk out of here on the losing end.
5, 6, 7, 8.
I don't know how much more these superstars can take, guys. You'd have to think some great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
There he goes, crashing to the floor.
Wait for it!
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
This is his opportunity to win this thing.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What a hellaciously physical match these gladiators have put themselves through. The intensity of this has been incredible.
7, 8, 9.
That was a close one, Byron. This singles match has come to an end. Wow.
Here is your winner, El Jefe.
Talk about having to dig down deep to pick up the win.
And talk about displaying a never-say-die attitude. It was as if winning was the only option here tonight.
And give this Houston crowd credit for being on their feet almost the entire match. Here comes the Kingslayer.
Seth freaking Rollins, the Kingslayer, the architect, undeniably one of the best superstars WWE has seen this generation.
And from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins has made a career out of taking risks and seizing opportunities.
Seth Rollins has been a multi-time champion, a Money in the Bank ladder match winner, debuted as part of the Shield with Reigns and Ambrose.
Rollins thrives and he is driven by people doubting him, by people saying that he can't do something. Rollins will do it just to silence.
He delivers a hard clothesline. And we're underway. Looking at these two men, I don't think there's going to be anything traditional about this one-on-one matchup.
You know, even though the title is not on the line, this is still an important match for the champ. He can't afford to show any weakness here.
He hits the clothesline. Seth Rollins feeling the effects right now. But it's going to take a lot more than that to stop him here tonight. The elbow drop to the knee.
Oh, look at this, really softening up the leg.
Right in the mouth, relentless. Lands a quick punch. Seth Rollins finds a way out. Avoids trouble there. There's a big reversal by Seth Rollins.
How good is Seth Rollins?
Setting him up for the... His clothesline finds the mark. This is what makes him one of the best in the business. Surprises him with that drop kick. Seth Rollins starting to look a bit weak now.
I think exhaustion's kicking in.
He can't be happy with how this is going right now.
At this point, they both look
So precise with the super kick.
victory is on the horizon.
Flipping pile driver, spike. That was simply amazing.
Another amazing singles contest. These two never cease to entertain the WWE Universe.
6, 7, 8.
You got to wear your opponent down. Find that little weakness that could help you. This singles contest has a victor.
Here is your winner, El Jefe.
Extremely impressive win, guys.
This guy looks like he's ready to tear through the entire locker room, but I wouldn't put it past him.
Another amazing match in the long and storied history of Survivor Series.
I was still competing in NXT when the Shield was running roughshod. Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and this man, Roman Reigns. And we knew the future was bright. but no one quite expected Reigns to have the impact on the WWE Universe that he had since the NXT days. One of the workhorses of WWE proudly feels that he carries this business on his broad shoulders and will continue to do so well into the future.
Well, Roman has that swagger. Roman has that confidence. And Roman has that message to the entire roster of WWE. If you think you can stop me, try.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Go ahead, Byron, try.
I'm good.
One of only 2 men in history to beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. This should be an incredible matchup. I mean, both men have extensive offensive repertoires, lasting endurance, and an insatiable appetite to be number one.
And this is one of those matches where it's hard to believe we get paid for this. Well, actually, it's hard to believe Saxton gets paid for anything.
And he's a proud guy. That title may not be on the line here, but that doesn't mean he doesn't want to win this match.
Oh my God, his signature slam. With such authority. I got right to the gut.
And Roman Reigns knows how to play mind games as good as anybody.
Now it's Roman Reigns on his heels. I fully expect him to bounce back, though. This is the type of one-on-one atmosphere where he thrives. Drops the fist on him. Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless. The punch lands. Right in the mouth. Relentless. Well executed drop kick. Taken off his feet here.
And it's moves like that that make him so dangerous.
Uh-oh. I'm afraid to think what's going to happen next.
And there's a vicious slam. He's making a statement here with this attack. He might have it. Oh, I think this man means business.
There it is. Oh, man, Roman Reigns.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
When this guy's on, look out. There's no quit in these guys, but unfortunately only one of them can be victorious here tonight. Roman, Superman punch! Good night!
I'm not sure how much he has left.
Oh, and it's a reversal. Drop kick delivered with precision. The clothesline finds the mark.
I knew it was.
What a clothesline.
But he's got to capitalize now.
Oh, right to the calf.
That was pretty. Can he finish the job?
I don't think I've ever seen a more acrobatic finisher.
Roman Reigns just too fat.
That lands.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
And once again, we see a return to the specific maneuver. Hey, whatever works. clothesline. This is what makes him one of the best in the business. Big move coming. Wait for it. Clearly on a mission here.
Warm up the bus. This one is over.
Oh, man, Roman Reigns doesn't even know where he is.
Oh, no. We know what this is.
Two knees. You're going to need your back adjusted after that one.
That has got to be it. Moves like that will make you question why you stepped into the ring in the first place.
Twice as nice.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
What phenomenal agility. He's going for it all. These superstars have tried everything. They have something left in their arsenal. They have to, but can they dig down deep enough to... Look out! Elbow drop!
I don't know how these superstars are doing it right now. They've got to be exhausted.
6, 7, 8.
And just like that, this move is leading the charge. At this point, you'd think he'd have that move well scouted. Not the first time we've seen this move tonight. Here we go again. The repetition on that move is becoming deliberate at this point.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
I think this is the beginning of the end.
Rock bottom!
Wow, what a gritty performance.
Big move coming. Wait for it. Looks like he's pinpointing the back.
But can he follow up here?
The intensity of this match has been incredible.
6, 7, 8.
You can see the wear and tear that this fight has taken out of these men.
10. Okay, ring the bell.
It's over. It's over. Can you believe it? It's all over.
Here is your winner, El Jefe.
Extremely impressive win, guys.
There's nothing more pure than picking up a win in a good old-fashioned one-on-one fight.
There's no denying that was a Survivor Series match for the ages.
This is going to be good.
And from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, John Cena!
I say it all the time, and I mean it. The greatest of all time, John Cena, 16-time world champion.
There is always a special buzz in the air when John Cena enters the arena.
I believe the most polarizing superstar in WWE history.
A mantra he lives by.
And we're underway. Looking at these two men, I don't think there's going to be anything traditional about this one-on-one matchup.
If you haven't hit record yet, now might be a good time to do that. These guys are going to have a match you'll want to watch over and over again.
John Cena is one of WWE's longest tenured veterans, but he's still got plenty left in the tank.
I'll agree with you, Byron. There's a reason they call the guy Big Match John.
Right in the mouth.
Relentless.
God. Enough already.
Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
Oh, my God. He lands the punch. Looks like he's starting to falter. He'll need to find a way to turn things around here.
Nothing good happens outside the ring, which is why I love it when guys go out there. Things are going to heat up now, fellas.
The wind-up and the pitch.
Uppercut. Driving his knee down.
Enough already.
Back in the ring again.
John Cena's WWE career began in 2002, and his first victory was over Y2J Chris Jericho. Cena back then was filled with ruthless aggression.
5, 6, 7, 8.
And it's reversed. Got the reversal. And a savage clothesline. What does John Cena have to do at this point to stay in the match? He doesn't want to absorb much more punishment if he wants to win this match.
That confidence he had on his face at the start of this match sure has disappeared, and with good reason. He's taken quite a beating.
A very crucial part in the match for him here. He simply cannot let his opponent gain too much momentum. Oh boy, he is rolling. Stunner! Emphatically delivered.
Here we go. Executed perfectly. Right to the chest.
Can he finish the job? Nice calf kick. Great elevation.
But he's got to capitalize now.
The complexity of that move is absolutely unreal.
And look at the quickness by Cena.
Face buster.
Man, that was vicious.
Just driven down with such power, guys. He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Here he goes.
Flipping pile driver. Spike.
I don't know, is that enough to stop Cena?
You can see the wear and tear that this fight has taken out of these men. Things are not looking very good right now. Gonna have to find a way to regroup.
Boy, these superstars have been through it all here in this Extreme Rules match.
Oh, the reversal by John Cena. And we're back to this form of attack. Both of these superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys.
Oh boy, he is rolling. Wow, I thought he was a goner.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. Second time we're seeing this here.
Looks like both these superstars have found that little extra something to keep themselves going here tonight. And look at the quickness by Cena. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Looking at it here. Rock bottom!
And there it is, boys.
A trip to the local medical facility might be in order after that.
Going for the big one. Looks like he's pinpointing the back.
Here's his moment, Michael. Oh, John Cena's in a real bad spot.
He's trying to mangle his face here. The longer this fight goes on, the more wear and tear on each competitor. Who is going to have enough to pick up the win?
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Nope, reverses it. Going for an encore here.
Oh boy, he is rolling. I think this is the beginning of the end.
Rock bottom!
Can he finish him off here?
We've seen this before. Oh, an vicious assault.
To think, I almost wrote him off earlier.
Back between the ropes. At what point do those thoughts creep in of, what do I have to do to put this match to rest? I don't know. I don't know as a WWE superstar if you ever have those thoughts of self-doubt. He hits the clothesline. Amazing combination. Oh, man! What a nasty STO.
Given their performances tonight, it's too bad one of these superstars has to walk out of here on the losing end.
7, 8.
These superstars wearing the wounds right now of what has been an absolutely thrilling matchup.
John Cena with a nice reversal. John Cena.
Are we looking at yet another John Cena victory here?
He's on a rampage now. He's making a statement here with this attack. Showing some quickness there. He gets him with a reversal. Comes up big with a reversal. Oh, a drop kick on the mark. We may have discovered his favorite move. When this guy's on, look out. Oh, man, talk about a hard landing. Bringing it back between the ropes. Tough situation to be in right here.
Yeah, you have to think this is not going to end well.
John Cena is measuring. He's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does.
He might have it. At this point, you think he'd have that move well scouted. Let's take another look at that.
Michael, that was amazing.
The shoulder block. This one is over. He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
3, 4, 5.
I don't know how much more damage one person could take. I don't care how tough you are. And he's heading back in. Oh, the reversal by John Cena. Oh, he's such a tough target. And he hits a big-time drop kick. Oh, my Lord. Straight right. Good night. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. He's looking at it. John Cena with a nice reversal. What's this? Using all his power to drive him to the mat.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
An amazing match so far, guys, but it looks to me like we're possibly nearing the end here. Oh, he turns it around.
I don't know about you guys, but it looks to me like these superstars are on their last legs here.
That slam put him in a bad way, guys.
Give these superstars a ton of credit. I don't know too many competitors who can withstand the amount of punishment that they have here tonight.
How are these superstars even still going, guys? I mean, they have to be on fumes right now.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
He might have it.
So precise with the super kick.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize? Hopefully John Cena can recover.
4, 5, 6.
Boy, this has just been pandemonium.
8, 9, 10. Okay, ring the bell.
Unbelievable. This singles match is over.
Here is your winner,
victory here in one-on-one action.
Great effort from both these guys, Michael. I'm willing to bet this isn't the last time we see them square off.
Another amazing match in the long and storied history of Survivor Series. Back down the hatches!
And standing 7 feet tall, weighing in at 385 pounds, The Big Show!
Strutting to the ring. Look at the size of him.
Big Show more agile than we've seen him in years, and more dominant than he's been in years.
A confident look on the face of the Big Show.
Just the look on the face of the Big Show says it all. I am here. I am ready. Not
That'll deliver a jolt through your whole body. When a superstar signs a contract to face the Big Show in singles competition, some would suggest they should make it legal for that person to bring a weapon to the ring with them, or an army.
And this is one of those matches where it's hard to believe we get paid for this. Well, actually, it's hard to believe Saxton gets paid for anything.
Let me tell you, I've shook hands with the Big Show, and afterwards, I couldn't hold a pen for hours.
Saxton, you're a liar. The Big Show would never shake your hand.
Him good with the fist. Big Show getting put in check here.
It's a bad scene for the big man.
We all know, though, this guy has plenty of fight left in him.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Cole. This is just a little bump in the road for him here. Nothing to worry about.
This match is so evenly contested right now that it's almost impossible to pick a winner. I guess we'll just have to settle in and enjoy the action.
Showing off his vertical with that drop kick. He's in a little bit of trouble now. Guys, this is where we find out what he's made of.
Yeah, he's clearly not on the right side of this match right now, which is a little surprising to me.
Look at this. He's going back to an old friend with that one. This is what makes him one of the best in the business. We know what's coming here. Rock bottom!
I'm not sure how much he has left.
He's looking at it. One move after the other. It's devastating.
This just might be enough for him to take the victory here. Oh, man, Big Show is in trouble now.
This is where all it takes is one move and your opponent can gain the upper hand.
That could be a game changer.
Guys, if you wanted to see an example of a superstar coming full circle in WWE, you can look to the Big Show.
Well, you must be referring to the last time we saw Big Show was nearly identical to his first WWE appearance.
That strike hit the spot. There's no way he could have avoided that. Wow!
Just unstoppable. I knew it was only a matter of time.
That is exactly what Big Show needed.
Oh, look at this. What a headbutt. Man, Big Show never stops.
I'll tell you what, this is one they'll be talking about. I'll be shocked if that's not it.
Looks like this.
He's got his eyes set on his chest.
Looks like this show's over, guys.
Look at the calf.
Looks like this show's over, guys. Things just went from bad to worse for the Big Show.
Poor Giant, so precise with the super kick.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize? Things just went from bad to worse for the Big Show.
Poor Giant.
4, 5, 6, 7.
At some point, the referee may want to think about stopping this one before somebody gets seriously injured.
9, 10.
What a way to win a singles match.
Here is your winner, El Jefe.
Going to add that match to the highlight reel.
These guys look like a couple of hosses going at it out there. Great match.
There's no denying that was a Survivor Series match for the ages.
Oh my God, the temperature just dropped like 50 degrees in here.
Somebody get me a jacket.
What cemetery did they dig the Undertaker from?
And from Death Valley, weighing in at 328 pounds, The Undertaker.
I got a feeling Undertaker's the kind of guy who does most of the digging.
Look at his face. His expression never changes. It's like he's possessed.
Yeah, but what's more terrifying is the agility that this big man possesses. You've seen him walk across the top rope. It's mystifying.
He has all the tools. Power, speed, dominance, mind games. How do you stop a man like this? And then these almost mystical powers.
You're looking...
Clothesline!
Oh, that'll leave a mark.
Hard to be a betting man on this one. These two competitors can be unpredictable.
That's what makes this match so intriguing.
Guys, this cell is absolutely gigantic. Just looking at it makes me happy I'm retired.
Every WWE competitor is spectacular to watch, but when The Undertaker competes, it's an event.
Oh, he's got the most awe-inspiring entrance in WWE history and has the in-ring dominance to back it up.
And now he goes for it a second time. Hits him with a fist down. Drops the fist on him. Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless. Showing off his quick hands. Over and over and over. We're seeing the same move being used. Lightning fast reflexes. Uh-oh, look at this. He's showing absolutely no pity now, guys. He's looking a little off balance. He doesn't want to absorb much more punishment if he wants to win here.
This match is trending in a bad direction for him right now, guys. He's going to want to make some changes if he wants to stay in it.
He's not looking like himself right now, and I hate to say it, but this might be the beginning of the end for him here.
Tough to breathe after that one. Undertaker looking mortal here. He may have to start reevaluating his game plan.
This is nothing, Cole. As this match marches on, he's going to be put through a heck of a lot more than this.
I can tell you with all certainty that he did not anticipate his opponent mounting any sort of comeback here. And it looks like he was wrong. Very wrong.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
Look at this. He's going back to an old friend with that one. We may have discovered his favorite move. This capacity crowd starting to sense the end is near, and I don't disagree. Looks to me like he just hit a wall.
He has got to fight back. Oh, my God. DDT! Spiked him.
Guys, I think it needs going. You gotta believe this one's over.
Can he finish?
Now that's the type of move that sends a message to an opponent.
Got every ounce of that one. This could be over.
I don't know if The Undertaker can recover. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Oh, man.
And there it is, boys.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
I have to agree with what Byron was saying about the Undertaker. He's inflicting some serious pain here.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
That is a huge opening for The Undertaker.
But what will he do with it?
Wow, he just slammed him with ease. Big move coming.
Wait for it.
Oh, I think this man means business.
That's how you put an exclamation point on a match. The force of that impact should put an end to this match right here.
3, 4, 5.
There's got to be some point in the match where those thoughts start to creep in that it could be over. And then you got to dig down deep. Get rid of the self-doubt and continue on toward victory. The Undertaker.
Rest in peace. Here's his moment, Michael.
I want to see that again.
Yeah, you and me both.
Oh, the strength. Second time's a charm. Wait a minute. There goes the ref.
Man down.
Taking the boots to him.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
The repetition on that move is becoming deliberate at this point. The Undertaker using his feet nicely here.
The Undertaker looking to bury another victim. What's The Undertaker got in mind here?
Hey, Byron, how about we take things a little old school?
Yeah, I like it. Boom! This one is over.
Here we go. The Undertaker is setting it up. Undertaker's looking to end it. Tombstone!
Good night.
Let's take a quick look at that again.
That could be it, Michael.
Obviously putting a lot of stock in that maneuver. No, he reverses it.
Oh, boy,
He's not going to go quietly.
no superstar worth his salt ever does.
Oh, and it's a reversal. Incoming!
I don't know about you guys, but it looks to me like these superstars are on their last legs here. How these superstars are even still in this match is beyond me, especially given how intense the match has been.
Now back to the ring. Undertaker looks like he's down and out. Not good, folks. And I wouldn't be surprised if he had nothing left at this point. He's making a statement here with this attack. No! So damaging.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
I think that caught everybody in this arena off guard.
Oh, he's such a tough target.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Here we go. Wow, what a slam.
Wow, we might just be witnessing the end of The Undertaker.
What a hellaciously physical match these gladiators have put themselves through. The intensity of this has been incredible.
I think this is the beginning of the end.
Undertaker's looking to end it.
We may be looking at our winner here, guys.
That is a huge opening for The Undertaker.
But what will he do with it?
This could be it. Taker setting it up.
Rest in peace. Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
Right to the face. Goes down hard. The longer this fight goes on, the more wear and tear on each competitor. Who is going to have enough to pick up the win? Things are not looking very good right now. They have to find a way to regroup. Going for the double play with this move. He clearly has confidence in that move. Here we go again.
Whoa, The Undertaker dodged that one.
Gotta wonder how this is gonna end, Byron.
Whatever happens, it's not going to be good. I can tell you that.
Momentum's firmly in his corner now. Unleashing it for the second time now. Going for it again.
Probably wise not to focus too much on this superstar's injury. I mean, half the roster is likely competing with some sort of injury right now. It's just part of the game.
He doesn't want to do this outside the ring. When this guy's on, look out.
Wow, I thought he was gone.
Over the years, we've come to expect these bursts of greatness from him.
Whoa, The Undertaker dodged that one. It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Looking for the win. Nearly driven through the mat.
Game, set, match. This one is over.
This has been a war. These superstars.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Undertaker looking to bury another victim.
He's got that boot. He can finish him there. Here we go. The Undertaker is setting it up. Undertaker's looking to end it. Tombstone!
Good night.
Corey, check this out.
Yeah, that was amazing.
He gets him with a reversal. Oh, no. He's positioned up on that turnbuckle.
I would not want to be him right now.
You can almost see the wind leave his body after that. What's he got in mind? Look out here.
Looks to me like these superstars are running on fumes right about now.
Oh my God, a DDT! Spiked them. How are these superstars even still going, guys? I mean, they have to be on fumes right now.
6, 7, 8. Looks like both these superstars have found that little extra something to keep themselves going here tonight.
There he goes, crashing to the floor. I really can't believe what's gone down so far. This match has been even more physical than I thought it would be. Boy, this has just been pandemonium.
I don't know how much more these superstars can take, guys. You'd have to think something's got to give here soon.
Whoa, The Undertaker dodged that one. Oh boy, he is rolling.
He hits him with the knee. Here he goes. Well executed.
This is his opportunity to win this thing, just in case you didn't see it the first few times.
You're not going to win many matches absorbing punishment like that.
Oh my God!
Slip back down hard.
Wow, we might just be witnessing the end of The Undertaker.
These athletes seem to have tried everything in their playbook. Oh, there's more in their arsenal, I promise you that. I don't know what it is, but they'll find it. This has been a battle. And it's The Undertaker, able to break free. And now he goes for it a second time. Both these superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys. An amazing match so far, guys, but it looks to me like we're possibly nearing the end here.
The Undertaker looking to bury another.
Look at this.
Well, there's only one thing left to say, guys. Rest in peace.
There he goes, crashing to the floor. At what point do those thoughts creep in of, what do I have to do to put this match to rest? I don't know. I don't know as a WWE superstar if you ever have those thoughts of self-doubt. You can see the wear and tear that this fight has taken out of these men.
Whoa, The Undertaker dodged that one. Rest in peace.
If that doesn't end it, I don't know what will.
Setting him up for the flatliner.
Man, face first.
That's how you wear down your opponent.
He hits a huge elbow drop. reverses it.
The Undertaker digs deep into his opponent's head every chance he gets.
Not today. He's making a statement here with this attack. He's not in a good spot here, guys.
He simply needs to find a way to regroup.
Toss to the outside.
The Undertaker knows every game there is, including mind games.
Counter here.
Over the years, we've come to expect these bursts of greatness from him.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. Big move coming. Wait for it. Doing a lot of damage here.
That might have done it, Cole.
I don't know if The Undertaker can recover.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
7, 8, 9.
The intensity of this match has been... He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Vertical suplex.
Nice.
Hooked up and building a back suplex.
Over the years, we've come to expect these bursts of greatness from him.
Showing off some of his speed there. What a match this has been, guys, and it's starting to look like these superstars are beginning to feel the effects. Undertaker's looking to end it.
This might just...
Boom! That has got to be it.
That is a huge opening for The Undertaker.
But what will he do with it?
No! Undertaker! Tombstone!
Good night.
He got him there.
Just look at this, Cole. Wow.
Not the first time we've seen this move tonight. Taking on any more damage here could very well mean the beginning of the end. Wow, can't believe The Undertaker got out of that one.
Taker has him up. Here we go.
Rest in peace.
Well, there's only one thing left to say, guys. Rest in peace.
When you look inside that cell and see all this carnage, you can't help but wonder just how much more of this these superstars can take.
Oh, what a right!
attitude behind it.
He's got him here. He's got him up. And what a sidewalk slam.
He is finished.
Just a step quicker, it looks like.
They're lined up.
When this guy's on, look out. He might have it. He's zoned in on the back now.
That's what he was looking for, Michael. Oh, man, The Undertaker's in trouble now.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Just when you thought he had nothing left.
2, 3, 4,
Chaos, melee, pandemonium.
6, 7, 8.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business. Undertaker flattens him with a clothesline.
This one's over, guys.
That is a huge opening for The Undertaker.
But what will he do with it?
Crushing damage to the back.
2, 3, 4.
I can't believe this one's still going on, especially after the beating that's been delivered tonight.
6, 7.
What a hellaciously physical match these gladiators have put themselves through. The intensity of this has been incredible. There he goes again. Here we go. The Undertaker is setting it up.
Wow, I thought he was a goner.
That could break a nose. Down he goes.
That'll do it every time. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
He's looking at it. Another slam here.
Now it's time to capitalize.
Did you see the impact on that? Wow.
3, 4, 5.
This one's getting ugly. You might want to turn away if you have a weak heart.
7, 8, 9, 10.
He did it! He conquered this demonic structure.
Here is your winner, El Jefe.
What a back-and-forth battle that was.
The dead man has just been buried. Undertaker lost, and I can't believe it.
Another amazing match in the long and storied history of Survivor Series.